Hello everyone, so in this lesson we're going to be looking at dividing a two-digit number by a one-digit number, also known as simple division. Now the first two that we've got here, you'll find that the number is divisible completely by the number it's being divided into. Then when we move on to the final two, you actually need to exchange between the tens and ones. But hopefully, as I go through this, it will all hopefully look really quite easy. So let's look at the first one, 93 divided by 3. All we do, how many 3's go into 9? That is 3. How many 3's go into 3? 1. Giving you an answer of 31. Similarly, with 84 divided by 4, how many 4's go into 8? That's 2. How many 4's go into 4? That's 1. Giving you an answer of 21. All nice and simple. Things get slightly harder with the next two, but really it's not too bad at all. 96 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 9? Well, you can get as far as 8, so that's 2 lots of 4's. But you've got a remainder of 1. That remainder of 1 we put here. So now the second part of the operation is 4. How many 4's go into 16? 4's go into 16 4 times, so the answer is 24. If you found that tricky at all you've got to do, pause, rewind, and then go back over it again. Now finally, we've got here, how many 7's go into 8? That gives you 1 and a remainder of 1. So with the 1 goes there next to the 4. How many 7's can go into 14? That's 2. So there you have it. The answer is 12. So in this section, what we're going to do now is look at divisions where you actually have a calculation that ends up with a remainder. So again, follow this through with me. How many 2's go into 4? Well, that's 2. How many 2's go into 9? Well, you can get as far as 8 with 4 lots of 2. So that's 4, but you've got 1 remainder. And all we do is put remainder 1. So how many 2's go into 49? You've got 24 with a remainder of 1. Similarly, 95 divided by 3. How many 3's go into 9? Well, 3 3's are 9. How many 3's go into 5? You can only fit 1 in, but then you have a remainder of 2. So the answer is 31, remainder 2. 89 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 8? That's 2 times exactly. 2 times 4 is 8. How many times does 4 go into 9? Again, it's 2. That gets you to 8, but you have that remainder 1. Last one here, 95 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 9? 2 with 1 left over. So here, it will go there. How many 4's go into 15? Well, you can get 3. 3 4's are 12, and that gives you a remainder of 3. So it's exactly the same process, but just don't forget to put the remainders with the R at the end. Now once you've got the basics, even 3-digit numbers being divided by a 1-digit number shouldn't be too bad. So let's follow through here. You've got 639 divided by 3. How many 3's go into 6? That goes in 2 times. How many 3's go into 3? 1 time. How many 3's go into 9? 3 times. Just because there's an added digit, the steps that we took before are all exactly the same now. So 435 divided by 3. How many times does 3 go into 4? Well, you have 1. Carry the 1 left over. How many 3's go into 13? Well, that's 4, gets you as far as 12. You've got 1 left over. How many 3's go into 15? That goes exactly 5 times, gives you an answer of 145. Even with remainders, the process is exactly the same. So 673 divided by 6. How many 6's go into 6? That's 1. How many 6's go into 7? That's 1, remainder 1. So you just carry that there. How many 6's go into 13? Well, 2 will get you to 12, but don't forget you've got that remainder of 1. 935 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 9? Well, that gets you 2 times, 1 left over. How many times does 4 go into 13? Well, 3 times will get you to 12, but you've got 1 left over. How many times does 4 go into 15? Well, you can get to 12 by 3 4s, but then you have a remainder of 3. And that's it. That is basic short division, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Speak to you soon.